criticism, including last Saturday's New York Times, and what you said earlier tonight, has been on Israel for not doing enough on its part to go to the peace table.
That's right.
My question is, why put the burden on the Israelis?
Well, I think it's very, very important to have this kind of conversation in our community and to talk about these issues in some depth, because I think you're raising a really important point. I think it would be a terrible mistake for those who would agree with the political solution I'm putting out there to not acknowledge the history. I think it is very important to recognize who has said no to things in the past and to learn from those mistakes. I think nobody is denying that in 1948, the Jewish agency said yes to partition and the Arab world said no and attacked. No one is denying that. No one is denying what led to the wars that consistently consumed Israel for 30 or 40 years. So let's acknowledge that. Let's recognize on behalf of the Palestinian people that they've been used as pawns by the Arab world over the course of generations, who have used the plight of the Palestinian people to deflect attention in their own domestic policy and their own domestic politics away from what is happening within Arab countries in order to maintain their own power. So acknowledge all of that. Acknowledge that Arafat made mistakes 10 years ago. Acknowledge that there have been opportunities missed.